Ifani, one of South Africa's MCs that graced the hip-hop scene with his style of rap embracing his native language, his fashion style, his catchy songs and lyrics, and the charisma that he brought to the South African music industry captivated fans. His first singles, Ola Hater followed by Ingoma Zimnandi, Shake and Millie, released on his album I Believes in Me First Quadrant, which bagged recognitions at the 19th South African Music Awards on the year 2013. But before all of that, let me take you back to how it all began. Ifani Mzondaleli Boltina, better known as Ifani, was born on the 20th of November 1985 in Mthatha, the Eastern Cape province of South Africa, and was raised in the Port Elizabeth locales of New Brighton and Motherwell. He was a student at the Chapman High School and went on to study at Ethembeni Enrichment Centre High. Then he completed his studies for BSc Computer Science and BSc Computer Engineering at University of Cape Town. His first single, Ola Hater, opened to a tepid response in 2009 and gained wider reception once it was picked by the Gauteng radio station YFM and featured as one among the Hot 9 chart. His second single, Away, defined his feelings about the South African music industry and the reception for his music. The song, released in 2010, gained significant airplay on pop music stations and charts, and was one of his most commercially successful singles till date. The TV channel SABC1 picked up Away as one of the best music videos for 2011. Ifani signed a contract with Sony Music Africa in 2012 after the release of his single See Live. Through the next couple of years, he released a series of successful singles, including Shake and Millie, and has collaborated with the artist Black Sugar, with whom he released the track Chocolate and Vanilla featuring Black Sugar. In 2013, he released his first album, I Believes in Me First Quadrant, on May 24th, with 13 tracks, which featured the hit single Ingoma Zimnandi, and bagged a SAMA nominee for Newcomer of the Year and Best Hip Hop Rap Album Award. But his feelings got in the way. Just before his second album in 2014, he took to social media and expressed his unhappiness with his record label Sony and shared some few things. Ifani Haimani, hitmaker of Shake, slammed Sony record label on Twitter and even considered leaving the music industry. Fuming and raging with anger, the rapper said sometimes, when given lemons, there is no need to make lemonade. In this case, Ifani had thrown the sour-tasting fruit back at his record label. He put out his regrets of signing with Sony Records, referring to them as a label that wills the power to crush down an artist. He also wished that he was not successful, but a normal person due to the treatment he was given by Sony. Obviously, we don't know what had happened behind closed doors that caused him to take this route. Ifani felt hopeless with a broken soul. His spirit was crushed and wanted to leave his record label, and he tweeted, "All I can do right now is pray and hope for the best, fingers crossed." Ifani's second album, I Believes in Me Second Quadrant, released on May 5, 2015, went gold on the day of its release and was declared gold status by the recording industry of South Africa and sold over 20,000 copies. Now on the beef between late rapper aka and Ifani, there were some subtle jabs, misunderstanding rather, between the two when the late rapper insinuated that Ifani got alcohol brand Reds to take his album to gold status, and that he could learn from that move now. That sounded like a subtle jab thrown by the late rapper. When Ifani was asked about how he felt about the late rapper's antics, this is what he had to say.
and I need to heal, then I can't fight.
Okay.
Come on. So it hit me at the, you know that one punch that gets you on the nose and you get paralyzed.
I get you.
You're like, I can take more, but it just hit that spot.
I get you.
Now I can't get up. So it was one of those.
Oh, it was also not musical, the track to track.
It wasn't, yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't musical. It was
Get
musical,
you.
yeah.
And then it made you to just get out of the game, bro.
To Ifani's rescue, the alcohol brand Reds came out and set the record straight and said the brand did not have any involvement in purchasing any copies of the album. Just a month later, it seemed like whatever rifts had resurfaced. Sony and Ifani's situation had once again been resolved when he released this statement and said he remembers how happy he was when he got signed and how sad he was after blowing up, and stated he learned a lot about himself and his career and took accountability instead of blaming others for his choices. After Ifani announced his upcoming third album that would be released sometime February 2017, as time went by we could tell there wasn't any album put out, but he did release singles before the third actual album. Staying on the subject of beef, in 2017 rapper Ifani landed himself on the wrong side of Casper Nyovest's fans, advising a Twitter user to waste money on Casper's latest single at that time. Titembo Ne, Ifani tweeted, "Please don't waste money on that song, my king. On to the next one," he told the follower. Ifani thought that Casper's latest hit was trash despite its success and should be left in the bin. After some time, the rapper Ifani looked to let bygones be bygones and tried to make amends with rapper Casper Nyovest after their long-term beef. After the news of American rappers Kanye West and Drake supposedly squashing their beef, other videos and images of them together flooded the social media timelines. Ifani took to Twitter apologizing to Casper and pleading with him to unblock him on social media. Although Casper has not responded to his plea, Casper spoke of how he deserved to be respected because of the impact he's had in the hip-hop and entertainment industries with a series of tweets. Then there was the time when Metro FM DJ Rashid K said that the rapper was no longer relevant and part of local hip-hop. Ifani responded back with a spicy clapback saying, "Attention Rashid," in the most respectful and loving manner. F you. Ifani's career didn't last long in the music industry. After his long mysterious disappearance back in 2018, he left his fans puzzled and asking questions about his whereabouts, while his fans eagerly awaiting updates on his musical journey. His absence has left a void in the SA hip-hop scene. Whether he decides to fully return to music or pursue other endeavors, Ifani's impact in the game will last. Although Ifani had remained largely out of the public eye, there have been glimpses into his life. He made a surprise appearance at the Back to the City festival in Mthatha, performing a few of his songs. The brief appearance sparked rumors of a possible return to music, but no official announcements have been officially made.